Hello everyone, it is, well it's not, but we're pretending it is day 22 of the Diamine Inkvent calendar. We're almost at 25. 22, what do we have? Tinsel. That looks like a red is always an interesting color. Shimmer, another shimmer. As in like I really want a gorgeous red, but it's hard to find a red that just hits all of the right notes for me. So I guess we'll see how that's gonna work out. If I can ever open this, I have been so good the last few days, but this is not going as planned. So there we go. Hopefully that's gonna do it. Perfect, almost. There we go. As long as we have like another little part. There we go. There we go. We're almost there. We almost got it. And now that last piece. It's just like if I take it off before filming, then there is no surprise, because then I have to pretend. And I don't want to pretend. I want to do this right. Not right, but I like doing this as if as that I really haven't actually seen it. So Tinsel, there is some shimmer. As we said, it is a shimmer ink. And let's do this as per usual. And we're gonna, where are we here? We are at day 22, Tinsel. Let's look at this red, what kind of red this is. Let's take the Kokimori brass dip pen. So we're gonna go day 22, Tinsel. It's a red. It is quite a nice red, I think. It's a little, at least at this first glance, it leans a little bit to the orangey side, which is quite nice, which I'm not complaining about. So let's see how that's going to develop when it dries. I think part of the challenge is, I don't know how you all feel about red, it's just, I think red is so in my brain as like, you know, as a color to use to correct stuff. And so I think I like red. I'm just not very drawn to journal with red, I guess. That's probably more the point than anything else. And so that is probably more the problem with me and red than anything. Yeah. So it doesn't really, seems a little dry here at the first glance, but we have been surprised in the past that then it actually worked really well in the pen. So let's dry this off. And then let's do our ink splatter. And I guess with the shimmer, I should probably shake it again. And then see that this little pipette isn't too wet. And then we're gonna put like little droplets. I think what usually works well, if I remember, is to make them sort of different sized. And then we're gonna use a used plastic bag. And then, let's move this a little bit. We're gonna make our little patterns, which is so fun to do. Which is really fun to do. It feels nice and watery. Like in a good way, not like in a bad way. There we go. Let's give it a little bit of extra splatters right here. Ooh, that looks very bright on this. This looks in this, it looks bright. Look at that. There's definitely seems to be some shading coming through. Let's see here on this Tomoe River paper if we can see some shimmer. Does that look silvery to you? Can't tell. I think it looks gold or silvery. We'll have to wait a little bit longer to see what that's going to develop into. This is drying, so we'll see where that's going to go. And now the question is, what pen to put this in? So we have some shimmer. And as much as I usually don't struggle with shimmer, sometimes I'm still a little resistant to really put it in super expensive pens. You know what? That actually might be a really good fit. Let's see. So this is, I don't know if I have ever shown you this. This is a little, I think I have. This is I actually have, okay, one sentence at a time. This is a Esterbrook Junior, is that what they're called? With a 1.1 stub nib. I think I also have a medium nib for this one. And I actually, so this is again, this was from this True Fae subscription box. And that was the only thing I got double. So I actually have 2 of those little red Esterbrook Juniors. And I had, the first time I came, I had a medium nib, and then I wanted a broad, but I didn't have a broad. So I ordered a 1.1 stub. And with the stubs, I'm always, yeah, I'm always a little, not skeptical, but this was a bad idea, but just I find, because I do, that's not a good idea, because I do usually, like, I do what I do, sorry, run away mind today. Okay, let me think what I need to do. I want to fill this. That's what I wanted to do. So let's make sure it's closed, shake this, there we go. So because I use my fountain pens and inks to journal, and I write relatively fast, I find the stub nibs are just not very versatile in that, as in, like, you know, it's just kind of, generally I don't find they're working that well for that. And maybe I just haven't found, like, the best use for the stubs yet. But that's kind of like why I'm often not very drawn to it. But look at that. I mean, isn't that like a perfect fit? This is like such a perfect fit. Look at that. And I actually it's a small pen for my hands. But and I don't think I ever finished that sentence. So I did get a second one by accident. That was a duplication. And that was in a broad nib. And I love the broad nib on this one. So this is the second one. So I have 2 identical ones here. And the one with the broad nib I really like. The medium nib I didn't like very much. And the stub nib, well, let's see, as much as I remember, was not my favorite. But I actually think with this ink, if I can think of some fun use for it. So this is December 22nd. So again, because we're behind, I'm not going to do my gratitude. It just kind of feels weird. So you can see stub, so broad down, narrow side. And now we can also see that even the dipping was not kind of enough to get it flowing. So let's just kind of press a little bit through here. There it is. I can see it coming out. So let's see how that feels. That should really help. So yeah, or not. So, yep, there's nothing coming. Well, who knows? This might be one where the shimmer is too much. We have had so much good luck. But not quite yet. So let me just dip this one more time so that at least we can try how it looks on this paper. And then see from there. And let me see. So now this feels better, if that's helped it. So again, we have wide down strokes and narrow side strokes. And I apologize. I do notice I tend to not finish my sentences. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, but it seems it's not working well. Can you see? It's already drying out again. So I'm not sure. There is a lot of shimmer already in this nib, but I had expected, looking at this should just be able to deal with it. But yeah, that's not really looking very promising. We can try again and just go a little bit more. I can see it come out, but just not sure if it goes all the way through the nib. It might just not be happy about all of that shimmer. So, well, I'm gonna troubleshoot and see if I can get this going. So maybe now, no, see, it's just not happy. So, well, we'll see. But that is, I'm hoping I can get this to work, our day 22 tinsel. And now you can starting to see some of that shimmer here coming through. That looks more silvery. I can't tell. I don't know. There we go. But that's quite nice. Here it almost looks more like coppery golden. But now this is going to bug me that the pen doesn't write. Well, we'll see. But there you have it, our day 22 tinsel.